That's the sunlight.
Oh, the sunlight, that's what it is.
Alright. It's very dark in here. These are the tints. What's good, everybody? Welcome back to another vlog. So, before we get into the breakdown, right, what we're gonna do is, one, we need to do a Red Bull run. I feel like I haven't had a Red Bull in days, which is bad. Which is good, but it's bad. Because normally, like, the Red Bull addiction is real. I don't know how I'm not sponsored by Red Bull yet. I need to get some form of a sponsorship by Red Bull. But we have an S&P 500 breakdown coming. I haven't traded the S&P 500 in a very long time. I took my first trade pretty much this morning. So I want to go grab some Red Bulls. I want to also get the fucking Urus washed, because this thing is disgusting. I haven't washed the Urus yet. And everybody who's detailing has always been super busy these past few days. I don't know exactly why. Anyways, made like 44K. I just closed out of my S&P 500 positions, made like 44K. Overall, the net profit was like 20,000 because I had taken 2 losses on gold and on GJ prior to making 44K on the S&P 500. So had like a net profit of like $24,000, withdrew $10,000. So total profit left in the account was like 14K, which is not bad for the week because I took 3 positions on the S&P 500, right? Which when we get back to the crib, I'll show you guys the MetaTrader 5, right? One position was like an $11,000 winning position. The other position was a $20,000 winning position. And then I had another position which was a $12,000 winning position. So that one $20,000 winning position made back both losses that I had taken on gold and GJ, which was 20K. I had taken 20K loss on both those trades, leaving me with a net profit of like $24,000. Withdrew 10K because we out to Vegas this weekend, right? So that pays for my trip. Well, a portion of my trip. Yeah, so it pays for part of the trip. Hopefully we get another big winning trade this week so then I can pay for the rest of my trip through the S&P 500. But yeah, anyways, what we're gonna do is we're gonna incorporate some of the clips from the last vlog, which that vlog, I decided to take it down because I don't know, I felt like I was too much of like I was coming off like I feel like it didn't represent who I was. If you guys want to see the entire vlog, which that vlog is me buying my Richard Mille, right? If you guys want to see that entire vlog, I took it down because I feel like it didn't represent who I was. I feel like I was just like coming off as somebody that I wasn't, so I decided to take it down. But if you guys really want to see the vlog, then make sure you guys go comment down in the description or down in the comment section that you guys want to see the vlog, and we'll put it back up. But anyways, we're gonna put some of those vlog clips in here onto this video, and then we'll get right to the breakdown. So let's see everybody for the breakdown. Today's a pretty big day. So damn, all of 2021, 2022, I've just been hitting literally all of my goals. I set a goal and within the same year I absolutely destroyed it in terms of like my house, the SVJ, you know, just level up with the cars, leveled up financially, like level up with my investments. Like it's crazy because like even things that I don't intend to always look at as an investment, such as my house, right? Even though my house, yes, it is an investment, but that's not the purpose of why I bought my house. I know instead of just kind of like paying rent and making some other guy rich off of rent, I decided to, you know, at least the money's gonna be moved into my property, where if one day I want to sell that house, you know, I get all my money back. Right, so an example, I had bought my house for like $1.4 million like 6-7 months ago, maybe like 8 months by now, right? Because we're already in April, right? And I could sell my house right now for almost $2 million, which is crazy because of all the renovations I've done to the house and just the value of the property increasing. Same thing with the SVJ. I bought the SVJ for $680,000, and I could sell it right now $900,000 to $1 million, which is absolutely crazy, like to see how much positive equity I have and everything else that I have going on. Obviously, you know, a part of that is because of like inflation and people not wanting to, or people wanting to move their money into other assets, right? Not just holding US dollar that's just gonna keep devaluing because inflation is absolutely insane right now, right? This fucking can of Red Bull probably costs like $10 a Red Bull.
Come on, bro. Huh? I'll pay with no party. It's good to know you don't drive like Ryan.
Nah, you know what?
The one with emeralds on it.
Oh, yeah, that's the only one.
I just got a bunch of cards. I just bought a bunch of cards.
You're not moving like that.
I want to try and flip them.
I like the one on your wrist.
It's already sold.
Yeah. Rose gold.
Yeah, it's just
RM11.
Arm 11.
Yo, that shit is a brick on my wrist, bro.
It's worth the break of your
It's worth the brick on your wrist.
Literally,
Now
bro.
you just gotta buy a whole bunch of bands and just change it every day.
Yes, sir.
Stop by here before they close and just be like, yo, I'm about to go out to eat. I need this combo.
Yo, I did a thing.
No, you didn't, bro.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did. Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Alex. You need to get
Yo, he's serious, bro.
Yes, bro. Yo, remember that deal we made last time?
Yo, so how much I want the other one?
It's right here.
This one? You have to get this one.
How much?
Oh, like 160.
Tell him I'll give him 130, I'll go copy right now.
Shut up,
Tell me you
bro.
give him 130 on copy
You
right
want
now?
to talk to me?
Yeah, 130. First of all, let me tell you something. When you told Raul, if you buy this, I'll buy this. Now you're negotiating? Oye, ¿qué lo que?
Okay, what deal you give me on that?
Yo, the wire hit the account, bro. The wire hit the account. That's it, man up, bro. Let's go.
Oh, you already got it?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
He thought the bank closed already.
Yo, that is so cool. And it matches all the cars.
I know. Nah, yeah, I don't want no more.
Wow. Congratulations.
Make it a little tighter, make it a little tighter.
Yeah,
Just make it a little tighter so the clamp just goes on there. Yeah.
Alright guys, so really quick, obviously before we continue with the rest of the video, I want to show you guys the actual trade itself. So these are all the trades I've taken this week so far. So I have one losing position on gold here, another losing position on gold here. So to start off the week, I'm actually down almost $20,000, and that was on Sunday. Right, then this is the three positions that I took on the S&P 500, which the first position, as you guys can see, was an $11,478 winning position. This was the second position, which made back both losses from gold plus more. So these two positions was pretty much all net profit, and this one position made back all the losses, which losing is part of the game. It's gonna happen. The goal is to, again, make more than what you actually lose in terms of risk reward ratio. So if you guys looked at it from this position, right, this was two different positions on the same gold trade. So I just lost 20,000 on that trade, but on the next trade, on the following trade, I had made a profit of about $44,000. So after the two losing positions, I had made $44,000, leaving me with a net profit of about $20,000. And then I did a $10,000 withdrawal because I'm going on a trip this weekend. I'm like, you know what? Let me just withdraw from the markets just to pay for the trip, leaving me at a total profit on this account so far of $356,000. Yo, what's going on, everybody? So welcome to the breakdown portion of this video, where pretty much I'm going to be breaking down how I made the $43,000, so you guys can literally, I don't want to say replicate, because at the end of the day, for you to make $43,000, you need to have the sufficient account size. But more importantly, learn how I made those $43,000, understand why I took the trade, so then you guys can look for these same setups in the future potentially. So really, the approach that I like to follow is called top-down analysis. So I like to start off on a daily time frame and then slowly work my way down through each time frame. So I'll start off on the daily, the 4-hour time frame, to kind of understand where we are within our area of market structure or within relevant price action and where we could potentially trade next. So on the daily time frame, when it came down to the S&P 500, what I saw was a previous level of market structure being this entire area here. And what I saw was price consolidating over this area for the last few days. Previous area of resistance is now holding as a newfound area of support. Along with that being said, what I also did see was a break of this downside market structure. So if I were to just kind of draw the, let's just say a trend line. I don't like to use trend lines, but just so you guys can kind of understand this market structure a little bit better, you could see that direction is clearly headed down. Now, if we were to actually draw out the market structure itself, what we have is a series of higher or lower lows and lower highs. My apologies, right? So we have lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, and then here we have a low. Then price came up, broke our previous lower high point in the result of a higher high, which is typically when we're going to see the trend potentially change. Once price formed this higher high, all we have to wait for is the next level where price could come back down potentially, to form that newfound higher low point, and then look for price to continue to go high. So if I were to kind of just draw this out in terms of like just drawing out market structure, what a change of structure actually looks like is, let's say this is a bearish trend where price is forming lower lows and lower highs. Once price actually forms a break of structure, which is a break of the previous trend in the result of a potential new trend, we have to pretty much wait for that three-leg extension. And all I simply did was anticipated that this previous lower high point would be our newfound higher low point, and I looked to buy within this area here. Then all I'm anticipating is for price to go and form this three-leg extension, which would confirm the new trend. And what I'm looking for again is for that move up, since we did change in market structure and price went from forming lower lows to lower lows and lower highs to now higher highs and potentially higher low. So with the S&P 500, I'm going to be expecting price to come back up, possibly into, let's call it this area over here. Let me unlock this area up here. So 45.58. So again, now that we're trading at a previous lower high point, which is a previous area of resistance, which is now holding as a newfound level of support, I'm already looking to kind of take some form of a buy position. For those of you who use Fibonacci, you could use your Fibonacci retracement tool and see that price pulled back exactly 50%, which is one of my favorite levels to take a position from. And now I'm looking at a kind of trend trading type of position here. So on the 4-hour time frame, what we could see here is our previous level of structure, which is this yellow line here, which again, supply and demand, support and resistance, it's all an overall zone. It's not necessarily a specific price point. So this is our overall zone pretty much throughout this entire range here. Now, what I was looking at more was this 4-hour level of support, which again, keep in mind, this 4-hour level of support is our lower high point, or our previous lower high point on the daily time frame. Along with that being said, right, it is our current level of support. So price did break back above support here, and the concept is really all the same, right? Notice the break under this level of support here, the retest, hold as resistance, another retest, hold as resistance, and price continue to trade lower, right? In a situation like this one, price actually ended up breaking back above support. So in a situation where price breaks back above support, I want to see if I'm obviously looking to buy. I want to see if price can actually come down and hold our previous level of support to hold that level of support again, and look for that buying pressure then and there. Because essentially the concept is all the same, right? We have a level of, let's call it support here. And at one point in time, let's say price is currently trading above and bouncing support, currently bouncing above support, and price breaks under. If price doesn't hold a previous level of support as a previous level of resistance and starts trading above it, then at that point in time, support is still valid because you have your touch, your gap, and you have your overlaps. So once price is trading back above support, instead of looking to sell it back down, I want to see if price will hold support yet again, because we're trading back above that support level, we're trading back above that support zone. So if price does give me that buying pressure that we look for at support, then at that point in time, I would look to take a buy position. Because if support were to be broken, right, essentially what we look for is that break of support and wait for that retest. In a situation like this, that will happen on the S&P 500, what we saw was pretty much something like this, where price broke above support. So at this point in time, I'm going to be waiting to see if support actually holds again, and if it does, then I'll look to buy. How can we identify that support actually continue to actually hold? Is through a simple rejection candle, which that rejection candle on this 4-hour time frame was this bullish candlestick here. Notice how price didn't close under, but it kind of closed right back above. This is a rejection candlestick. Bearish momentum completely slowed down. So again, break back above support, retest, rejection candle, showing us that there is buying pressure in this area, right? Now, once price actually gave me this bullish variation pattern, at that point in time, that's when I had actually made my first entry. But before we talk about anything else, we have to identify where our stop loss could potentially be, and this is before you actually enter a trade. You have to identify where your stop loss is going to be, where your take profit is going to be, and identify if the risk reward ratio is worth it on that specific position. And before I made my entry, right here, my stop loss was going to go under these lows, and my take profit was going to be these highs over here, which is our previous level of resistance. Now, instead of me targeting, you know, these highs over here, these highs here, this is our nearest level of resistance because I don't know if price is going to break above that resistance level. This is going to be the resistance level that's going to have the highest probability for price to actually hit. And if price breaks it, okay, great. I'll look for price to, you know, continue moving in the direction that it is. If not, then I'll close the position, right? So once price actually gave me this bullish variation pattern, that's pretty much when price showed me that it held previous support and it is going to continue to hold support. This is the rejection of support. I took an aggressive entry here after price actually did reject this support level. Then stop loss under the low, take profit at the high. Price pulled back and at that point in time, all I did was jump down to a 15-minute time frame, right? I'm not trying to confuse everybody too much. You guys could have just kind of gotten away with just this one entry here, but I wanted to actually scale into this position because this is a pretty big move that I was looking for. So on the 15-minute time frame, what I saw was price pull back, and again, this yellow line is our level of support. I was already in on my first entry point here, which is around this area here with my stop loss down here, right? Let's just kind of move the take profit up to our target just so we can look at a risk reward perspective, right? This was my first entry. Price pulled all the way back down, had this huge 15-minute bearish rejection candlestick at support, then gave me another 15-minute engulfing candlestick, which is another sign of rejection, which that was my second entry, which my second entry was better than my first entry, which I squeezed more risk reward ratio out of the position, right? So notice in my first position, I'm getting roughly 2.7 times my risk, and on my third position, I'm almost getting 4 times my risk, right? And then I took one last position once price broke above these highs here, which my entry point was somewhere along this area here with a stop loss in the same exact area. The take profit was exactly the same for about 2.5 times my risk. And then price pretty much just went straight to my take profit. I actually didn't close when price hit my take profit because I was looking for price to continue to break just because of this momentum. Once I saw price kind of break above here, that's when I was like, all right, I'm going to continue to hold the position. And what I'm going to do is, since this price formed this level of support here, minor higher low point, that's where I'm going to trail my stop loss. So once price actually gave me this pullback and then continuation up, my stop loss was under this wick here at about this area right here, at about 44.40, let's call it, right? Which is kind of like an even handle number. So my stop loss was around this area here. It almost got taken out here, which would have been fine because my stop loss was already in profit, but I ended up closing the position somewhere along this area here when pretty much it was already like 6 p.m. Market kind of died down already, and you know, I didn't see resistance actually breaking. Now, what I'm going to be looking forward to within the next, you know, trading session is pretty much for price to actually break above our current highs to form new highs, which would confirm the trend. Wait for that retest of our previous level of resistance, then look for price to come up into our next level of resistance, which is going to be 45.24 up here. So anyways, I hope you guys did enjoy the breakdown. If you guys want to see more breakdowns, make sure you guys comment down below, or you can join the free Telegram, which the link will be down in the description. Anyways, hopefully you guys understood and was able to benefit off this video. I tried not making things too complicated. I tried to simplify things as best as I possibly could. But I'll talk to everybody in the next video. Take care, guys.